All right, how is everybody doing? I'm really excited to go through this little quick tutorial for you guys to show you our new kind of online training, ability with my PTHub. So this is going to be a great way that we can help to keep you moving, keep you accountable, keep you working hard towards your goals, much like Caitlin talked about. We want to make sure that you understand, like, just because we happen to be kind of, working on social distancing to control this, doesn't mean that it's a vacation. It doesn't mean that it gives us permission to just kind of sit on the couch and not really take care of ourselves. Quite the contrary, we want to make sure that we're taking those consistent, necessary steps to improving your health, improving your fitness, and this is even a great way to be better able to manage your habits and routines at home. I think we can all agree, like during the, quote unquote normal times, when it's the weekend, that tends to be a more challenging time for us to stay on track. So this can be a great opportunity, if we see it as such, to be able to, better hone in on those habits that are going to support you on the weekends after all of this has passed. So when you download your app, you should have gotten a notification email that says you've been added to it, to our program. And then it should have a link in there to where you can, set your password, but also to download the app, whether you have an iPhone or you have an Android. They both work entirely well on those. So you'll see it here on my screen. I'm just going to click this. And once you do, it's going to bring you to your kind of dashboard here. So from your dashboard, and if you're just logging in, it's going to walk you through a little bit of a tutorial to show you the features of the app, which are, definitely many. So we can really utilize this to make sure that we're keeping you guys accountable and, again, keeping you on track to where you want to get to. So on your home screen here, it's going to show you the current date. It's going to show you, some quick options. So start a workout, log nutrition, add progress photo, update your metrics, which are all super important to making sure that you're seeing progress, right? Or at least, maybe your goal right now is to just maintain. Either way, you just want to make sure you're kind of using this to kind of get you guys set up in the right direction. So what you want to do, if you look down in the bottom right-hand corner here, you've got a couple, 9 dots that'll bring up your menu where you can start to see some more options that you have accessible to you. Your hub is what you just saw. Workouts are going to be workouts that you can go through that are in the program that we've built for you guys. Nutrition will allow you to track your food. So maybe that's a good practice while you have maybe a little bit more time if you happen to be working from home, or maybe your work is closed down for the time being and you can work a little bit more on yourself and how you start to plan and prep your meals along with tracking the most macros. If that's the case, let us know and we can start to build you some more custom plans for that as well. Programs, that's going to show you the 2 different options that we have. We've got body weight only if you happen to be at home and you don't have any equipment. And we also created a track that has dumbbells incorporated into it as well. So, in that initial questionnaire that you had to go through in signing up for the app, that was one of the questions. And so you'll have that corresponding path in your app. Calendar we probably won't utilize, but messages we will. If you have questions, you have comments, concerns, anything, you can use that to reach directly to myself and to Caitlin as well, so we can better help you guys make sure that you are getting those answered and addressed. Other than that, the files section, that's going to be a great section where I'm going to be uploading a lot of the guides that I've created over the past year or two, nutritional documents that can really help support you in the proper way as well. Nothing new if you've been a member with us for some time, but maybe they got lost in your inbox or in your files section on your computer. So always great to readdress them now. You might be able to take away some different things for you. I'm going to have you click on programs. And so right now it's showing me that I have both tracks on here because, well, I had to test these out to make sure they were working properly. But this is where you can look at your program as a whole. And so if we click on, for example, the body weight program at the top here, this is where it's going to be when you first click in here. So you can see this is a great way. It's going to have the 6 purple dots, kind of filled in, and that 1 blank dot. That's because we tried to build things that you could do on a daily basis that won't really take more than 30 minutes. This is something we want to be short and sweet for you guys to not only get moving, but make sure that it's not an overwhelming part of what you have to work into your day. And just like with your workouts in the studio, or if you happen to go to a gym on your own, If you're not a current member with us, then you know that you have to make the time to do that. Same concepts here. You have to build this into your schedule. And so if you happen to click this little arrow over here, that's going to show you an overview of that first week that we've built for you, and it will do so for the subsequent weeks as we input them in. Hopefully this isn't a longer term solution. If anything, we can learn a lot from this and actually add it to your in-studio program to make sure that you're getting, all aspects of your daily lives covered. If you happen to travel, or if you, want to do more days outside of the studio, we can build you some things to do so in here as well. So you can kind of see through day one, we built in a warm up to do your before your workout. It's going to say AM, PM. Those are the only options it really gives us in this program to build into these. So that would just be like your pre-workout, warm up, and your workout one. So for example, if we click on that, well, once I start the program, you'll be able to see what's in there, just as much as the file. And this allows us to put in some tasks as well, a little bit of homework for you guys. So every week or so, we're going to have you just update your measurements. If you're not really into tracking your weight, whether it's you're not looking to lose weight, or maybe you're just really not wanting to focus on that right now and just focus on the workouts, that's okay. Just weigh yourself the first time and then just enter that same weight each week, just so we can see that you're staying up to date with the app, and so we can see that you're kind of going through these good habits on a weekly basis. Day 2, you can see, is more just a stretching day. So trying to get into the habit of, on a daily basis, getting a little bit of movement in there, a little bit of flexibility. We've all, and we have, myself and many of our members in here, tight hips, tight hamstrings, tight lower back, and all of those things really contribute to any kind of daily aches and pains. So this can be a great opportunity, again, if we're homebound, to really focus in on these little daily things that we can do to help improve how we feel day in and day out. And so on. And you can see day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. And so as we get towards the end of each week, I'm going to send out a form, just like the form you guys filled out when you first logged into the app. It's going to be a form that's going to be more of a kind of a week in review. And that's going to be mainly for you guys to look at how you did during the week and look at what you can improve on for the next week. But it's going to give us some feedback as well, in seeing like what we can help support you with. Maybe it's a phone call, maybe it's a kind of a Zoom face-to-face online call to kind of work through some different nutritional things, or maybe you need a little bit more modifications for the workouts that we have built. Those are things we can help you with, and that check-in or weekly wrap-up form is going to really help us to do so. So I'm going to click back here, and there we go. So it's going to, again, if you logged in a weight, which when I created my own program here, I added in, it should show you in pounds. I think I set it up before I changed the measurement interval there, so that should show you in pounds. If not, I'll figure out a fix to that. And then your workout tracker, that'll be able to allow you to see your consistency throughout each week. And then progress photos as well. That's something that can be really helpful. Sometimes the scale doesn't necessarily reflect all that is going on. And so that's where, if you watch that little kind of tutorial at the beginning of when you logged into the app, it was going through the different slides of the different features. Progress photos, they don't have to be like you're in little tiny shorts and a sports bra. It can simply be, you're in some, maybe slimmer fitting pants and a slimmer fitting top, just so you can see how things are shaping up as you go through the weeks. It's a good habit to get into, again, because it can really help you see the visible changes that you often don't notice over time, because you see yourself in the mirror every day. And so that'll be able to really help give you some clarity on how things are shaping up, literally. And so if I click on Start Schedule here, now you can see we've got day 1 of 7. It's got my start date, my completion date, and we're going to keep adding weeks to this as we need to give you not only more variety, but also making sure that we're giving you, continuous variations in the workouts that we're going through. And so, okay, now we can click here. And let's say we want to get into our warm-up. We click this, and all we're going to do is click Start Workout Now, and that's just going to mark your date, mark the time, and we're going to click on this. We're going to start with the week 1 upper body stretch. So we click that and click Start, and I'm not sure why it's going through that. Do this. get through this. And so now that you can see the different, the actual workout itself. If you click on the movement, you're going to see whether it's a video. So now you can see. So Caitlin and I have filmed many, many, many workouts, or excuse me, different exercises for you guys to be able to see not only the form, how the movement should be performed, and I also made sure to write up descriptions under each of these. So all you have to do is click on the little play button there, and you can see exactly how that movement should look. So you can certainly apply that to how you are doing it. Click on back here. And so you can see there's different things that you'll see within each work exercise and each set. So this is their body weight, the amount of repetitions you want to do, any kind of rest that's built in, or if it's a movement for a specific time, it's going to show that representative of what we put in there for you. Similarly with bootstraps, the jumping jacks, the greatest stretch. So different things that are going to help get you warmed up for each workout. Once you're done with that, you just click the little checkbox there, click the little checkbox, and go down through these. And then once we're done, you just click finish workout, and you can always leave some feedback, which we really encourage because we want to make sure we're kind of tweaking this as we go through it, so we can really help make sure that it's, the ultimate tool for you guys to be able to do what you need to do at home. And so once you do that, you just click finish, and that's going to mark it done. And so now we can come back here, back out of it. And so one of the things that as you go through the workouts is going to start tracking that here, that progress. Any questions, feel free to, again, either use the in-app messaging or you can email bedford@getinShapeForWomen.com. We're here to help you guys along the way. So we want to make sure we give you all the tools, resources, and support. And there's more to come. So keep an eye out for that, and we will talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day.